Dream Foundation, in collaboration with Bhaichung Bhutia Football School, will set up a residential football academy in Shillong. This was announced by former Indian football team captain Bhaichung Bhutia, who is also heading the Bhaichung Bhutia Football School. The initiative Dare to Dream Academy was launched by Chief Minister of Meghalaya Conrad Sangma at SAI Training Centre Nehu on Thursday. The plan is to have a 3-year football training and development program. The selected athletes will receive their academic education at the Assam Rifle Public School, Shillong, and Vedas International School, New Delhi. While they complete their training program, addressing the gathering, the Chief Minister said he is happy to learn that the collective venture has trained 6 footballers from Meghalaya who had played in the Indian League and is growing from nurturing 6 footballers to over 50 from across the northeastern states.
At the very outset, I would like to thank the Dream Foundation and would like to thank Mr. Bhaichung Bhutia for having taken this initiative and more importantly for having selected Shillong and the state of Meghalaya to start and to put up the first academy, a residential academy in the entire eastern region. I think this in itself is a great honor also for us, and it also speaks a lot about the potential that Shillong and the state of Meghalaya and the entire region has when it comes to sports. As Bhaichung Bhutia was mentioning, it's something that I strongly believe in. That this energy that is there in the youth, you see, we need to allow this energy to go in the right direction. If we don't, I keep repeating this and this is the right forum to say it again. If we don't allow this ball of energy to go in the right direction, it will be a destructive force. But if we can use it and channelize it in the right direction, it will be the most constructive force for this nation. And with this thought in our mind, we have been pursuing different programs for the youth. And hence, many programs. I'll just talk about one more of such program that we're doing. So we have made a target that if not in the next Olympics, and then maybe not possible in the Olympics after that, in the 2032 Olympics, which I think will be, I think US, if I can't remember now. But we have target that we want that somebody from Meghalaya should get a medal in the Olympics.
Bhutia said the joint initiative will help to tap local talent from the northeastern state, as the region is known for having a pool of football players.
A lot of players that are coming into a residential academy program and who are scholarship program boys are mostly from the northeast. And that's where, with the help and support of Dream 11 Foundation, we are starting our first residential football academy in Northeast. In fact, we are not even in Eastern India. So this is our first residential academy in comparison to Eastern and Northeast India. Because the talent, obviously, we've seen throughout the years that a lot of talent come from Northeast. And when we talk of Northeast, a lot of talent obviously comes also from Manipur, Mizoram and Meghalaya. In fact, 6 of the players from Meghalaya who are under our scholarship programs went on for India under-17 camp, and 2 of the players have gone on to play for India, and they are all from Meghalaya. So I think we can see the talent coming out from the region. And in future as well, through the tie-up with Assam Rifles Public School, we are very thankful to Assam Rifles for collaborating with us. I think they've got a wonderful infrastructure here. And also at the same time, the concept about having residential academy is we encourage all the young boys to become professional footballers and go on to play for India, but at the same time do not miss studies. So we do this residential academy tie-up with good schools so that your studies are also not missed. That way I think there are a lot of players that go on succeed to become footballers, but the ones who are not also don't miss out on their studies and they go on to pass the 12 and then go on to do graduation.
A short exhibition football featuring young budding footballers was held on the occasion in the presence of Conrad Sangma and Bhaichung Bhutia, who also played along with the young team.
राहुल सर थोड़े लंबे हो ऊपर से वीडियो लो थोड़ा
Let's go. Yeah. You're almost the same size also. I'm recording. Boss, playing means you have to run a bit, huh? You cannot stand in one place. Oh, sorry. Foul, eh? Foul! एक गोल तो कर ले भाई.
Supporting and sponsoring kids, and it's going to be mostly kids from Northeast. And as I said earlier, we've already had 6 Meghalaya boys go on to for national camp, but who are playing in India, who are playing for the national team.
So, any plan to expand your academy to other parts of Northeastern states?
Definitely, yes, in future.
What will be the training period?
Training, I think initially we keep a scholarship for 2 years and we see the progress, and every year if after 2 years we keep seeing their progress is better, their extension of scholarship increases. So there will be a lot of players who might not want to continue and who might not be able to, then we bring in new talented players into this game.
What are you aiming at?
Aiming at producing some best footballers. The thing is that we have a lot of boys from Northeast going outside Northeast and going into clubs in different clubs. So we want them to be here, have that kind of academy, have that kind of club, and then compete with bests across in different with the different teams.
See, if you look at the overall picture even now, whether it's the under 17 or even at the senior level, a large number of players are actually from Northeast. And you have to realize that these talents have come out almost raw, which means that they have come out on their own and they did not have the necessary support and infrastructure. So in spite of not having that, still there were a large number who made it to the national team. So you can imagine that if we are able to provide scientific and proper training and the necessary infra to them, it will be a game changer. So the future is huge. We have a lot of people who are talented, not just in football, but in sports in general, in different disciplines. And we expect that not just in football, but in many areas, in the coming years and many years to come, that Northeast will contribute immensely to overall sports sector in the nation as a whole. And we hope that our players will be able to contribute to the national football team, and we hope that one day India will start qualifying and obviously will start winning and hopefully win the World Cup also. So obviously our dream is big, but it starts with small steps, and we feel that this particular step is a very important part of the larger picture, larger goal that we all have.
Is to be in top 10 in Asia. So right now we are still not in top 10, we're just outside that. Now I think in a few days we are having a SAF championship which is going to happen in Orissa. But more than that, I think Asia Cup is the test where we will stand. So we've got to do a lot of work. Our aim obviously is to play World Cup. To reach that level, I think we have to really work so much more in the grassroots level to produce a lot of good players from the early age. And unless we don't do that seriously, then it becomes very difficult to produce good players that go on to play for India and get results.
Is it lacking in Indian football? Is it stamina, inspiration?
Definitely it's not stamina for sure, but I think one thing where we're definitely lacking is the organization in the grassroots level. We need to have more tournaments, district level, state level. So we need all the states and district level to do a lot of work in the grassroots and give that platform and the support to the kids who are playing in that age group. I think that is where we lack, and when we miss out on the talent in that age group from 8 years till 14 years, 15, then we lose out a lot of talent, and that is where I think we'll have to get it more organized.
What about assurance of the future for these kids? Will that help?
I think assurance, you have to make yourself your career itself. But one good thing is now with ISL and I-League, you have a good, the salary, the lifestyle is much better. When I played, a lot of our players, senior players, were all looking to get job for their livelihood and assurance. So now if you play well and you sign an ISL club, I think your salaries are much better. So I think the only thing with the players is to focus completely and give everything, hard work and energy and everything for them to become a good player, so that their livelihoods are cared, because if they get a ISL contract and they go on to play for India, at least you don't have that. But if you look at 30 years, 40 years ago, for example, Bhaskar Ganguly, Prasanto Chakravarti and a lot of players from Meghalaya as well, they all played for India, played for state, but they still did not get job. Their livelihood was
Still
so
catch a
difficult.
suburban train to office.
True, catch a train. Now that scenario is changed. So now it's only about individual players to put in their hard work.
India is trying to develop in sports. Every state government, central government, everybody is trying to contribute towards sports. What we are thinking, where there is a gap. So we don't want to duplicate what the government is already doing. But if there is a gap, how to support the athletes, because to match the international standard they need something more in terms of support, whether it is equipment, whether it is infra, whether it is foreign training, whether it is the nutrition, everything. So we are trying to collaborate with each and every government. Where there is a gap, we just want to fill in, so that everywhere, in every sport, not only football, we have a cricket academy with Dilip Bank Sarkar, we have a boxing academy with Maricom. So we are also planning to expand our horizon. So there is a plan for sure. So we want to do any kind of sports development in the entire nation.